Okay, March Madness, Nate. We gotta discuss this. We gotta discuss the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight. Okay, let me tell you something, Nate. Let's start off with like the given. Okay, let's start off with Gonzaga. All right,
Mhm.
Gonzaga's been playing very, very well. Absolutely amazing. They're undefeated. If they end up going undefeated and they end up winning this NCAA championship, they will go down, I think, as one of the greatest teams to ever play in college basketball, without a doubt. But there's only been a handful, if not probably even less than that, of teams that went undefeated and ended up winning the national championship. Simple as that. Personally, though, Nate, I think Gonzaga will get beat, and I think it's gonna. I think if they go to the finals, it's gonna be Baylor. I think Baylor has enough, and the reason why I say that is because Gonzaga is so good. And I was watching them against USC, and they did an absolutely amazing job, no doubt about it. But the one thing I was looking at with USC is their defense was kind of breaking down. It wasn't. They weren't press. They kept double teaming. Here's the thing: the problem with Gonzaga is you have three All Americans, okay, and you have one honorable mention. That's a pretty stacked team for college basketball. The problem with it though is I see USC and they're doubling one All American. That's like let me give it a comparison to people who don't watch college basketball. That's like somebody going up against the Brooklyn Nets and double teaming Kevin Durant. You still got to worry about James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
They're not slouches. So like when you guard double team one All American, you still got to guard the other two plus the honorable mention. It's not. You have to play them one on one. You have to be good defensively one on one to beat Gonzaga. It's very tough. Don't get me wrong, it is, but you have to be good one on one. And I look at Baylor and I look at Davian Mitchell and I look at Butler and I look at them and I think those two plus the rest of the team, I think they're good enough defensively to lock down Gonzaga. I think they are. And look, I'm gonna give Gonzaga a lot of credit. They've been steamrolling through teams. Here's the one concern I have. They haven't played anybody with the same amount of strength that Baylor or even UCLA has played. They haven't done it. Okay, Gonzaga's played number 6 USC, number 5 Creighton. Very good teams, Nate. Not trashing them. Good teams. Number 8 Oklahoma, number 16 Norfolk State. Okay, now you look at UCLA and what they had to get through to get here. Number 1 Michigan. They had to go through number 2 Alabama. They had to go to through. Hang on a sec.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
think I got it.
32.
They went through
They
number 14 ABO Christian, which I mean that was they
yeah,
went
that
through
was
number 6 BYU in the
number 6
beginning.
BYU. Like when you look at UCLA, they had a long road to get here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. Here's my prediction. I think UCLA is gonna give Gonzaga the biggest trouble
Yeah, I
that they've
absolutely
seen
agree.
so far.
Let me
I
explain
do.
some let me explain something about that UCLA team, bro. I had them lose in the first round, and they just steamrolled through all of this.
Yeah.
But this UCLA team is nothing to shy down by. I think it said that they're the third double seeded team to ever make the Final Four. I think, and that's what it was said.
The
And you also
first,
got to remember the
the
last time these two faced each other in um what do you call it in the NCAA tournament was in the championship. UCLA won it. So
right.
narratives could be rewritten here.
Right. And UCLA there and UCLA, this is the first time a UCLA team has made to the Final Four since 2008 with Westbrook and Kevin Love.
That
So,
was when they faced Gonzaga too.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, but look, man, UCLA defensively, I think they're a very good team as well. Drew Sang is obviously a very, very good offensive player. Then you go to Jamie. You go to Jamie. I always forget the dude's name. It's Jamie something. It's either Jimenez or Juarez or something like that. I can't remember. I might be even getting that wrong. Hang on a sec. Jamie. I don't know if it's Juarez. Hang on a sec. I gotta actually look up the UCLA roster. It is Jamie Jaquez. That's what it is. Excuse me. Jamie Jaquez. Very good defensive player. Very good. Dude, I think out of everybody on UCLA, I think Jamie Jaquez does his role the best. I'm not saying he's the best player. I say he does his role the best. Obviously, you got Drew saying you got Tiger Campbell, who's a very good player. They have a very good team, Nate. They do. They have a very good team that can compete with Gonzaga. Now, I know people are thinking it's crazy. Everybody can compete with Gonzaga. Yes, they can. I really do. If they lock down defensively and they get their buckets, they have a chance to compete with Gonzaga. It's not impossible to talk about. But I mean, with that being said, I don't want to keep staying on Gonzaga, Nate. All right, in UCLA. Let's go to Baylor. All right. So Baylor, obviously, Sweet 16, they played Arkansas. I had a little bit of trouble, but they ended up getting the win, 81-72. And then they go to, and then that was the Elite Eight. And then the Sweet 16, the game before that, they ended up beating Villanova 62-51, which I am happy about because that means Nate's two final teams are gone.
If I could flip off the camera, I would, but I'm not gonna.
Look, hey, and I had Iowa and Baylor, and I know Iowa's gone, but Baylor's still in it, which means your boy can get a lot more points. Quick question, Nate. How many points are you at right now?
I'm at my max. Look, I don't know if you can see my screen, but I'm at my max.
Oh, okay. Then I already beat Nate. I already
Like,
beat Nate.
I don't believe this. Like, why? Why does this have to happen to me?
I already beat Nate. I'm at 590.
Like, why does
So
this have
Nate
to
already
happen
lost.
to me?
Nate already lost this. But I mean, look.
I pulled in the Atlanta Falcons. I choked.
He picked UConn. Nah, I'm joking with you, Nate. But I'm joking with you. But the UCLA Michigan game was, I think, it was an absolutely great game. Great game. It was, and Michigan almost won it too. They almost had that 3 point. They almost had that 3 pointer go in. It hit the backboard. It was just a little bit short. Um, but I mean, you really look at it, Nate. Baylor. It looks like it's going to be Baylor and Gonzaga. That's what we're expecting. But look, man, upsets have been happening a lot. Okay, so it might not even be Baylor and Gonzaga the way these upsets have been coming. All right. But still, my prediction for the finals, I still think it's going to be Baylor and Gonzaga. Houston, let's go to Houston. Houston absolutely had a great road. They beat Oregon State 67-61, which credit to Oregon State. They really did. They really did battle this year. They really did, especially beating Oklahoma State with Cade Cunningham, who was regarded as like a top 5 pick in this NBA draft coming up. They beat them to get there. They beat Loyola Chicago. So I mean, Oregon State absolutely had like a tough road. They had to play number 4 Oklahoma. They had to play number 8 Loyola. They had to play and then they ended up losing the number 2 by 6. But I mean, you're looking at the Final Four, Nate. Gonzaga, UCLA, Baylor, Houston. Gonzaga, Baylor, and Houston were kind of the 3 favorite teams to get in. You know, obviously you can add Michigan into that too, but Michigan just didn't. Michigan ended up losing to UCLA, so they're not in it no more. But Baylor, Houston, and Gonzaga were the 3 teams that we were 3 favorited teams that a lot of people expected to kind of get to the finals. Obviously, Baylor and Gonzaga are the 2, but Houston was kind of up there too regarding like the teams that could make it to the finals. Then you look at UCLA, and nobody really gave them a chance. You know, they were the 11th seed. Um, they had to fight their way here to get there. And you're looking at this team. I'm going to be honest. I think the UCLA team this year, with the teams remaining, I think they're the most entertaining. I think they are. I just think it's so enjoyable to watch UCLA play because I think they play so good. And I think they play, and I think it's really fun to watch, just to watch them play, just to watch DeQuez, just to watch Juzang, just to watch Campbell. Those guys are so like fun to watch. And then you go to Gonzaga and you look at Timmy. You look at Timmy, the man with the trucker stash, who looks like he's 40 years old. But we're not gonna But look, regardless of that, let me tell you something. This man Timmy over here is bullying the other center like he is 40 years old and he is their father. It's as simple as that. That's what he's playing like, you know? That's what Timmy plays like. And you look at the other guys on Gonzaga and they're absolutely really good as well. And then you look at Baylor and you look at Davion Mitchell and you look at Butler. And Davion Mitchell, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate, plays a lot like Donovan Mitchell. Like it's scary. I think he plays a lot like him. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Donovan Mitchell. That's kind of a stretch because it's Donovan Mitchell. But I am saying in college he's playing like him. Good defense. He has good offense. He can drive to the rack. He can shoot. It's a lot of qualities of Donovan Mitchell. So you know what, Nate? Coming out this Final Four, I got Gonzaga and Baylor. I think UCLA will give Gonzaga a fight. I think they will. But I think Houston's gonna give Baylor a fight as well. But I think it's gonna come down to Gonzaga and Baylor. And I got Baylor winning this whole thing. I think Baylor's gonna pull the upset on Gonzaga, and I think they're gonna take that perfect season away from them.
Yeah, it's I actually I wouldn't be surprised if UCLA won. I'm very, very excited for this game because I don't know if you guys know, but UCLA is one of my dream schools. I've always wanted to go there to play baseball. But their program is very difficult to get into. I mean, they have a top 10 baseball team in the entire nation. They have a very great baseball program, but they just have good sports altogether. Basketball, baseball. I think their hockey team's really good. I'm not sure about their football team. I'm not sure
Their
how
football team is decent.
they had an okay season.
Yeah, they had an okay season. They've been
Yeah,
known to like produce like great stars. Like they got like Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr came out of high school.
yeah.
Trying to think of more. I really can't right now, but
I know
that's
UCLA is really known for basketball and baseball. Like you said, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love came out of there basketball. Garrett Cole actually came out of UCLA from baseball. Um, I can't remember who. I know there were some other MLB stars that came from there, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I just know Garrett Cole did. But I love, UCLA is one of my favorite schools. I've always wanted to go there, and I'm very excited to watch this game. And I really
I'll
do
say
think
this.
UCLA is going to give Gonzaga a hard. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them. Not even,
I'll
actually, I
say this
would
though.
be in a way, but at the same time, I kind of wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like upsets been happening. I'll say this though, like going back to your point about like people coming out of UCLA, I think the greatest name to ever come out of UCLA is a guy named Lou Alcindor. Now, in case you guys don't know who Lou Alcindor is, that is a man formerly known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I was just about to say that.
That is, I think, the greatest UCLA athlete to ever step out that school. We're talking about a guy who won, I think, three national championships, Nate, or two.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was. Absolutely ridiculous player. Ridiculous. But hey, that's who I think the greatest athlete to ever come out of that school is right there.
I
Kareem.
absolutely agree. And you know what? I'm gonna be tuning into that. Now the games are both on April 3rd. I believe that's a Saturday. Yeah, that's a Saturday. So make sure you tune into that. The Baylor and Houston one's gonna be up first at 5:14 p.m. and the Gonzaga and UCLA game will be at 8:34 p.m. I have no idea who created those damn times, but those are the times for you guys. Um, but yeah, with that being said, best of luck to the four teams remaining in the NCAA March Madness. I already lost, so we'll probably make a video on Friday about this bracket. Mine's all messed up because all these damn teams wanted to get upset. But yeah, with that being said, again, best of luck to all the teams, best of luck to all the players, the coaches, and we'll see you here when we got the final two teams remaining.